Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about postpartum with specifically my second baby since I just had him, 12 weeks ago as I'm filming this. So I'll start off with prefacing that postpartum this time around has been completely different than my first time around because with my firstborn, I was able to take her out and about as I was going to doctor's appointments and mommy groups, meetups, and shopping, and going to get a coffee, and. There was many ends to that. There was no limitation on that. Obviously, right now, we're in a global pandemic. COVID-19 hit us hard. People are dying, getting sick, recovering. We don't know what this virus is doing, except the fact that it could potentially kill you. We don't know how to cure it. And the only way to not get it essentially is to stay away from people or to isolate yourself and try to do the best that you can to try not to get it. And unfortunately, that put a damper on a lot of postpartum activities that I was looking forward to. I was looking forward to going to gymnastics with my 2-year-old so she can try it out. I was hoping to go with baby and me classes. I was hoping to go to the gym and bring my baby there with me as well. There are options for moms like that, but right now everything is limited. Things are slowly opening up now that it's phase 3, but when COVID hit, we were all at a halt and we had to reevaluate our lifestyle, and my family came first, and so I'm having to work around the clock in terms of feeding him whenever he needs to and really put him first more than ever. And that's taken a toll on my mental health. Not because it is a requirement, but I'm the type that thrives off of people interaction, especially those that are not my immediate family members or any blood relationship to my kids, because you see them more often, and as much as you can love them and as much as you appreciate their help and whatnot, it's those that you don't know or that you're friends with or that can relate at a more personal level because they're a mom at the same time as you are and are having a child at the same time as you are and maybe having a second child at the same time as you are, can relate, especially right now because things have obviously changed. When my family was having kids, I'm out of the younger generation to be starting to have kids, and my husband and I are newly parents to do now. So there's no one really in our circle that is our age and having kids the same ages as us that are our family members, like blood family members. My brother's having a baby and he's many years younger than me, so he's in another generation, so that counts in terms of us going through the same thing, but it's not necessarily the same per se because that's his first baby and this is our second, so we don't have that mutual understanding of what's going on. And that's where these mommy groups, when I would go out, these mommy groups would help me and get to know people, and we thrive off of each other, we shoot ideas off of each other, or we just support each other in whatever the other person is needing the support at the moment. So all that to say is reach out to your fellow mamas that you may think they have it all peachy, but they really don't. They're all trying to stay afloat, keeping our own families alive the best way that we can. And right now, here I am talking to you about my postpartum. So first things first, is I have some notes written down here. So if you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at them. But the first thing is definitely showing you what I was gifted by the hospital. It's all in here. And if you see these blue rings, I got a new ring light. I'm testing it out, but the only thing I'm noticing that I don't like is it's strong, the green ring lights right there. So I have to position myself in a way that you don't see them. I'm trying my best, but quite frankly, I don't want to be trying to forcefully move my head so that you don't see them. So if you see them and they're annoying, Apologies, but that's what we had to deal with right now. Staying afloat. Best thing right now is perennial bottles. Wow, this thing's amazing. These things were gifted from the hospital from the first time around. I got it the second time around as well. You put warm water in here and you squirt, squirt, squirt where you need to wipe, because you're not supposed to be wiping the first couple days. You get so much blood coming out there. Wiping is a no. Things are hurting. Things are not proper, and you want to just keep it like that. I also was using this one specifically from Baby, which was gifted to me by my cousin. It's called the Mommy Washer, or the Mom Washer, and it comes like this. You package it up, put the warm water in here, you twist it up, you twist it shut, and the water, you press, 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 and the water gets squirted out of here into your nether regions to clean yourself. And this one's a more precise one than the perennial bottle that you get from the hospital, so this is great. I know I skipped in terms of what the hospital gives you, but I just wanted to show you a comparison of what is better out there. So the other things that the hospital gave me were, you can grab these, you put them on your bed, on the bed, the hospital bed, your bed, whatever, to avoid spillage onto your mattress. Another version is this one. These are the puppy pads, and you just put them where they need to go. Okay. These are great too. This actually held. My water broke. My water broke at 11:45 p.m. I was already in bed, laying down. I was monitoring my contractions. I knew I was having the baby, whether it be that night or into the morning, but the baby was coming, and I had a great idea of putting one of the puppy pads underneath my bum in case my water broke, and it did. And then this is the main attraction, the diaper. The diaper that the hospital gives you. This strip is, you take it off and you put it against your underwear, and then here's how it goes. Like, it picks up the entire frame. This is the back, and this is the front. Right? And it's a pad. It's a really big pad. It feels more like a diaper, and you put that on the mesh diapers. Now I don't have any more mesh diapers. The hospital did give me those. I'll insert a photo of them, what they look like. I did not take a photo of them wearing them. I thought about it, but I didn't. And I love the mesh panties the first time. I didn't like it the second time around. So as I went through a couple that I took from the hospital that was gifted to me by the hospital, then I switched to the Depends. So the Depends is on my list to tell you that they are great, because they were much better feeling this time. I bought the Nicey, I had the lacy detailing on them, just because they were nice to wear, and I opted to wear those instead. So that's what I got from the hospital, and I used everything. Next, what I did for postpartum was pre-prepare Padsicles. I have my video down below that I did the very first time around. I did not do another updated video, because what I did was I followed my video from the first time, made the Padsicles, left them in my freezer. I only used 4 to 5 of them this time. Yeah, I recovered much more quickly. I think it's because I did not tear again. I did not have an epidural this time, so that's probably it. I had a very fast, furious labor pushing experience. If you want to know and haven't seen my birth story, please go check it down. I'll link it down below. You'll see how quickly my baby came. He just wanted to be here. What can I tell you? It's the best thing being a part of our world. So the Padsicles, I made maybe 25 to 30 of them. I only used 4 to 5 of them because that's all I needed it for. And I threw the rest out. They lost their staying power because I ended up doing them when I was 34, 35 weeks, which is kind of late. And then the baby came at 38 weeks. And so, they stay intact for some time. It's always good to use your Padsicles within the first for the, like, first, as you first come home till up to 6 weeks, and then your doctor checks you and sees what's going on, anything. And if you need to need to continue to use them, of course you can, but by that time you really shouldn't be using them because things should be more intact. Okay, next, I already talked about the Frida Baby cousin. Thank you again. Earth Mama nipple cream. So the nipple cream has been great because I used it immediately at the hospital. I took it with me. We were breastfeeding from the get-go. My baby latched on right away when he was born, and so that really did help. Then I started getting very, very sharp pains, and I get prescriptive nipple creams, and that's the Abno, which is formulated originally by the Dr. Jack Newman, who has his consultation office in Scarborough, Greater Toronto area, and he's very popular. He's been very supportive of breastfeeding, has a lot of books that he's written, has a lot of people flying down to see him from across the country. I even think, yeah, I think from either side of the country to go and see him because he's that well known for breastfeeding support. So I had that, and I'm going to use that for a couple of days because it says you can only use it for a couple of days. Plus, you got to be careful with that. It's got the ingredients to help with the pain, yes, but it can thin out your nipple, and so I was eerie about that. I bought the Lanolin Lassino nipple cream, so I've been using that since I got mastitis. And it was not fun. It made not even the breastfeeding, it was more the pain. It just enhanced the pain, and the only way to get rid of the clogged duct is to get your baby to latch on. So you can just imagine painful engorgement, super painful. Get the baby to latch on like a piranha. He's sucking it out because he's hungry, and you're just like, yes, take it, ouch, take it. And he's helping you out. And then the other nipple cream, my other cousin got me the Medela Lanolin cream as well, because Lanolin is helpful with nipple pains during breastfeeding, and so I've been using both on and off. So those are the two that I'm using currently. I got the faja, so I'll insert a photo of the version I got off of Amazon. It's a belly band to secure tummy back. It did help with getting some of the belly fat to reduce in size, but breastfeeding I think has been helping a whole lot in that. I stopped using it again this time around. Things I've used for a long time last time, I didn't use a lot this time. I stopped using it. I don't know, like I've been using it on and off really. Overnight pads, so the other ones that I began to use instead once the Depends read out, and it's the Always Flexi Foam Infinity. These are the number 3s because I bought the 5s and they were great for what they lasted, but I still got a whole lot of these 3s left because I'm no longer bleeding. I think I stopped bleeding after week 6, 7. I just have them for when my period does come back and I have to wear them. I'll wear these ones because they don't feel like you're wearing a pad at all. They're super, super thin. I mean, you can just tell by like this. Super thin, super great. I'll insert my Yeti, but essentially just gotta keep drinking water. Water helps with hydration. Water helps with breastfeeding. Personally, because I gotta be drinking lots and lots of water to maintain my milk supply. Water in a Yeti cup, it keeps my water cool for the lengthier time, and so I like that. Other things that I'll insert the video of what I'm talking about right now, but I've been loving this Milky Mama supplements. I have been making the lemonades packets. I've been doing the supplements drinkable format as well. I've been eating the cookies. The cookies are the best. They're the bomb. I'll take a photo of it because I don't think I have any more left. I ate them all. They've really enhanced my milk supply, and they've kept me afloat for breastfeeding my baby for as long as I have, which has been since birth. Then I've also been eating a lot of oatmeal to maintain my milk supply. I've been drinking horchata, rice powder drink. For those Latinos that know, horchata is the best. And in terms of, I've been making smoothies with barley malt, oats as well, steel cut oats, brewer's yeast. Brewer's yeast is super great. I even just put 2 tablespoons of brewer's yeast in orange juice and I drink it up every morning, the mornings that I have, and that maintains my milk supply as well. And I put that into smoothies with the bananas and peanut butter, and that's like a protein smoothie. I had that for breakfast, which is like my 3rd breakfast, but still I have it for breakfast. And then the last thing that's maintained my postpartum, what I've been trying to do, it helps me keep afloat, is joining virtual mommy groups. As I said at the beginning, it really does help me maintain my sanity. It's something that's a part of me to be able to speak to people that are not my family members and that have gone through the same experience that I have, becoming a mom and now becoming a mom of 2, and also maybe moms that have become mom of 2 that have a toddler same age as mine. Those ones are really helpful in trying to feed off of each other's support and ideas, and just like, hey, what would you do in this situation? It does help to get a different perspective. I want to give a shout out to a subscriber. Hi Amy Briggs. I want to read out what you asked, and I promised I was going to put it in my postpartum video. Amy Briggs said, "Cute bum, could you please answer a question in your next video? Have you had any embarrassing or TMI symptoms, like lots of gas / farting during your pregnancy?" Now I'm trying to remember, because during my pregnancy, this time I wanted lots of bland foods. Like I didn't want any spices in it. Very noodles with olive oil and salt and pepper, or oregano, or rosemary, thyme from the garden, and I would just eat it like that. No marinara sauce, no protein, just noodles. Then I wanted cereals. And then I went through a phase of eggs. And then I went through a phase of some other bland foods where, of course, I would eat oatmeal because it's a good breakfast item to eat. And I would have it with maybe a little bit of cinnamon. Whereas now I'm having it with maple syrup, a lot of maple syrup, cinnamon, un poquito and some brewer's yeast as well to help with milk supply. But back then, when I was pregnant, things that were causing me gas were just normal human things that, of course, I'd be farting. Every human farts. Of course, I'd be gassy if I needed to pass a bowel movement, but nothing out of the ordinary if I was eating the same foods that I'd be eating on a regular, such as beans and chickpeas and fibrous foods that could potentially cause gas and out of the irregulars. So it was a normal amount of gas, I would say, I passed during pregnancy. It wasn't abnormal. And it's not TMI, because quite frankly, we all do it. Okay, we all do it, and sometimes as moms do it a little more because we're eating a lot. So if you are passing gas and you're pregnant, don't worry about it. Okay, you gotta pass, because not only do you gotta pass gas for yourself, but you're passing gas for your baby. Okay, so you got double the job of what you're doing, and it's gotta come out one way. And so be it. Just let it out. Let it go. It's all right. Okay, I hope that answers your question, Amy. I hope you all have a good day. It's nice to see you. I'm using my ring light. Who knows if you like it? Who knows if I'll like it as I'm editing? But essentially, I'm just trying to get some more light into my videos, because mama needs to up her editing game. Okay? All right. You take care.